Thank you. Appreciate it.
Memories.
Okay, guys, here we go. Let's start with this. Kind of an overview of what we're going to talk about. Let's get out of the way here. Okay, so we're going to do a 15-minute family history. And tonight we're going to talk about our memories. And we want them to last not only our lifetime, but beyond. So there are some rules to memories. They should meet the standards of the Article of Faith, number 13, which says if there is anything virtuous, lovely, or of good report or praiseworthy, we seek after these things. We've all heard that. What does it mean as far as photos go? Well, they must exhibit modest dress. There can't be logos or advertisements either on the clothing or in the background. So if you take a picture in front of a food truck, probably is going to get screened and rejected. You must have heads on the individuals. If you're like me and tend to take headless pictures because you move your camera, they are not acceptable. There can be no masks. There can be no kissing on the lips. They do review all the kissing ones. Occasionally you will get a kissing one, like if you kiss a small child on the cheek, that will get rejected. So kind of watch the kissing ones. No cross-dressing photos and no weapons. The exception to that, they are all screened, but if you had, for example, someone in military dress uniform with their rifle, that one as an individual's photo might be acceptable. But if they were, of course, in battle or something like that, that would not be. There are privacy issues. Items in memories are attached and tagged to deceased individuals. If they are public, and anyone can potentially see the photo, document, story, or audio file. So you want to make sure that you want them out there publicly. You can add memory items for a living person to Family Search, but be aware of local privacy laws and obtain permission from a living person before posting. Because again, they are searchable if they are tagged. It's kind of the same as if you had a picture in Facebook. The process for saving a Family Search memory. First, you identify the item to be loaded from one of the following sources. You can take them from a flash drive, a hard drive, the cloud, or other electronic devices. You can take them from your phone or tablet or computer. You can take them from internet websites, Facebook, Instagram, Google, or you can use your phone or tablet to upload directly to Memories. And that green button is the Memories app icon. If you upload the memory into your ancestors' person page Memories, it automatically tags to that individual. So if you don't like tagging, and we'll talk about tagging in a moment, start at the individual's person page. Once you get the picture in your gallery, you want to add a title. So you click on the Add Title just above the memory and you type in a title for that memory. You enter a title to help identify the memory, and then you click Save. Titles and tags help to uniquely identify the individual associated with the memory. When you're adding a memory to a person in Family Search from the person page, the person is automatically tagged. The photo is automatically tagged to that person. Other persons associated with the memory need to be tagged if you want that memory to be available for them. This is the next statement is something I learned just a week ago. Any untagged memory is not searchable upon the death of the person who added that memory. So for example, I go through and I add 100 different pictures and I pass away before I get them tagged. The pictures don't go away, but anyone's ability to find them does go away. So basically, it's like sticking them in a computer box in the cloud somewhere, rather than in a box in your basement. So tagging is really important. So how do you tag a memory? You click on the photo, and a box will appear. You drag the box to the desired place on the photo, and then you can size the box using the small green circle in the corner. You click inside the Who's in this memory box, and you type the person's name. As you type, suggested names appear. You click on the desired ancestor, and if no name appears, you finish typing the name that you want and click on Add New. This does not add a new person in family tree. It only adds their name to the list of those who have memories attached. The name you type is used as the name for the photo when you click on people under memories in the main menu. Be sure with women to always use a maiden name. So once a photo is uploaded and tagged, you can edit or remove the tags on the memory you added by clicking on their name on the right of the screen. And there's a Detach from Family Tree button. You can also use the Details area and edit or add information. So you can add like an event date, a place, a description. You can put them in an album if you want a certain picture to go in if you want to group pictures by type, for example, headstones or wedding photos or blessing certificates. There's also an action menu available. It's found on the left-hand side of the page, and that allows you to rotate your pictures right or left, download the picture that you found to your computer. If someone else has added it, you can then have a copy on your computer. Add the picture to an album, change from a photo to a document. Let's say you uploaded it as a photo and you decide, no, it's a wedding license, it should have been a document. You're able to change that. You can archive it, which doesn't delete it from the system, it just puts it in a hidden area. You can delete the picture from your gallery if you added it. Only the person who added the photo can delete it. Okay, we are going to go to Family Search and go live. All right, this is the home page of Family Search. And I'm just going to show you live the things that we just went over with the PowerPoint. So in Family Search, if you go up to Memories, which is up here, and you go down to Gallery, this will show you all of the pictures. Let's see, this will show you all of the pictures that have been added in my gallery. As you can see here in my memories, I have 186 images. I have archived one, I've actually deleted one, and I have a bunch of different albums. So if I want to look at just birth certificates, I click on that, and these are the 3 birth certificates that are in my photos. If I go to all, and I go up to my memories, I want to look at just the photos. If I come over here, there is a bunch of different filters, and I want to look at any that are not tagged. These are the pictures that I have in my gallery that have no tags. So I'm going to click on one of them. We'll do this one right here. Double click on it and I get this. You get the picture in the center. We're going to go up here and we're going to add a title. Now I know that this is my aunt and uncle. Their engagement photo, so I'm going to put that title down. Remember, you list the woman by her maiden name. So that gives me a title. And then I'm going to go down and I'm going to click on her face, grab my green dot, expand it, move it to where it's like I want it. And then I'm going to start to type her name. And because I have entered her in Family Search, because she's in there, I just had to start, I identify her and I click on it. Over on the right side, it shows that she is there, and you'll notice that box appears again. I'm going to do the same for my uncle. So we'll just get the box where we want it. That's him. So you'll notice they're both tagged here. Under details, I can add a description. And I don't know anything else, so I can click Save. Now if I go to them, I'll start with my aunt. If I go to her memories, and I look through, should see, not there yet. Okay, so she is there. We're going to go back to the gallery. We're going to go to Not Tagged. Notice this picture. It's a great picture of a nephew and his family, but I turned it when I took the picture. So I'm going to go over to Actions. I'm going to click on there, and I'm going to rotate it to the left. And again, I can click on them. I know that that is Caroline. I know that it's this one here. I know that this one here is James. Now these are living people, so they're not going to show up. If you were to type them in, you would not be able to find them. But they are added into mine. But that's how you would do it as far as that goes. Now, the next thing I want to do, let's see, did we get everything? Oh, there was one other one I wanted to show you. That would be this one. So we're going to go to this. We're going to add our title. I'll try to type the surnames in capitals because sometimes names like Lee can be both a surname and a given name, so it helps me determine what they are. Okay, so we're going to save the title. We're going to add our date. We're going to standardize, which we talked about in a previous thing. We're going to save that. Now, this button right here is fairly new. If I click on that, I can actually, it will ask if I will let it access my microphone. If I were to enable that, I then have up to 5 minutes that I can talk about that picture. So that is kind of a really cool thing. Or you could have the people in the picture talk about the picture, and it will actually hook a video recording to that picture. All right.
So Shauna, will it record that as a voice memo, or then will it transcribe what you say?
No, it will be a voice memo.
Okay.
So for example, on that wedding picture, if my in-laws were still alive, I could have them give me a memory of that day.
Yeah.
In their voice.
Oh, neat.
And so while living people are not accessible to the general public while they're alive, if I had done that when now that they're gone, that would still be there in their voice.
That's
so
neat.
That's kind of a really cool thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I just ask a question quickly as well?
Sure.
So, like, if I had my parents do that about different memories, then, like, could my siblings see it now while my parents are alive, or would it have to be until they?
No. So what happens, let me stop this here so I can see your faces. I don't know why. Oh.
Cute picture.
So what happens is any living person that you add is held in a private space until they are declared deceased. So once the clerk of their ward declares them deceased, or they're 110 years old, they're automatically declared deceased. They become into the public space. So if, for example, I'm one of 8 children, if I enter my parents and all of my siblings enter my parents and they enter themselves, there's all of these different PID numbers of each of them.
Yeah.
Once they die, you then have to merge them. And when they're merged, all of their memories become one.
Okay.
So for example, when my parents turned 80, I took certain pictures. My dad didn't want to do a written description, so I recorded his voice. I've now attached it to those pictures, the story, and I can see them, but none of my siblings can yet.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, now grab your phones. This is a cute little Christmas card from my aunt and uncle. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my Memories app. And down in the corner, there's a green plus sign. And I'm going to hit Add Photo. And the camera roll will come up and I will touch the empty spot. And I am going to take a picture of a picture. Got it. I'm going to click Use Photo and Save. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to sharing my screen. And if it all worked, when I go to my gallery, just add it. We hope. Okay. You will notice right here.
Oh, yeah.
There's one that says screening. Now it will, depending on how quickly Zoom allows Family Search to do its thing, it will process it. But while it is screening, I can double click on it. there is the image. I can rotate it to the left, hopefully. Not bad for a picture of a picture in poor lighting. And then you can tag them and do whatever. So that is really cool. And you can do that with the app. It automatically just downloads it for you. So you're at a family reunion and you see people. You're at your mom's and you see a document. We all have our phones with us. So they've made it super, super easy. The caution is when you get them all downloaded, go back and tag them. Because remember, if you don't attach them to someone, Family Search won't delete them, but they will not be searchable.
So, Shauna, so
Yes.
like you're saying, if you're at like a family reunion or something, can you go into that and just hit camera and just start taking pictures and
Yeah.
it'll actually do it
They'll automatically load them up.
rather than just getting into your normal camera and then saving them to the phone, then having to
Right.
transfer them? Okay.
Yeah, this does them automatic. And you'll notice that in that app, when you click the plus sign, you can specify whether it's a document.
Or, yeah.
You can actually write a story, although I don't like typing on a phone. So I use a word processing program and then upload it as a PDF. You can record audio, which is how I did it with my dad. I just hit the audio button and it went in as an MP4 file. And then I went in at a later time, listened to it, and hooked it to a picture.
So say if you took like 30 pictures or something at a family reunion, it'll download 30 of them.
Mhm.
If you're in that mode.
If you're in that app, yes.
Okay. That's
And
cool.
you as the person that took the picture and added it have total control. So if you get one that's bad, you can
edit
delete it. Yeah.
Cool. That is neat.
So it's really cool for like Memorial Day when you go to the cemetery and you find, like Kevin found a pioneer ancestor we've been looking for a few years. Finally found their headstone and took a picture of it and automatically put it in there. So.
Can you tell me one more time, which app do you use when you do that?
It is the Green Memories app. So it's a green background, white tree.
Okay, I don't have it. I was looking at the family tree one. That's the white
Yeah.
with the green tree.
Yeah, it's the green one.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go back one more time. So our challenge for this week, maybe, there we go. Sorry. So our challenge for this week is to add a photo to your gallery, add a title and tag the individuals in the photo. If you're really brave and want to be advanced, add an audio memory to the photo. And if you have trouble, call your stake or ward family history consultants. And there's our names. Do we have any other questions?
Can I ask just one? And this has been so helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, it's really been
You're
good.
welcome.
So Joe and I, they had a Zoom thing with my family, and we hit it on record. So we have a recording of my dad sharing his testimony, and it's in like a Zoom. We don't know what format. Do you think would that be compatible, do you think, with anything on Family Search, or do you think we need him to get it to record on within the Memories app?
You could do it in the Memories app, but if you already have a recording of it, if it's in an MP4 format,
Okay.
that will upload. If you're not
Okay.
sure what format it is in, Elder or Brother Satram takes these recordings and puts them on YouTube. And I know if you put it on YouTube, you can get it back onto Family Search.
Okay.
So he would be somebody that could explain how to edit, and he can edit them too. So he could edit it
Okay.
down for you. But
Thank
that's
you.
cool. You bet. Any other questions? Okay.
That was really neat. That was really helpful.
It's a really
Yeah.
fun. It's
That was a
really
great
fun.
session.
Yeah, it's a fun app. So go have fun with it. And if you run into troubles, let me know. And thanks, guys.
Thank
Have a-
you.
Have a good evening.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Yeah.